Hey everybody, David Flute here, Cabinet Secretary, South Dakota Department of Tribal Relations. We've asked our viewers to share questions. What would you like to learn about as we do these Buffalo Nation news videos and the purpose of these videos is to share information and to give the viewer and our audience just a very basic understanding, if you will, a foundation that you can build on as you explore more of tribal culture and history in South Dakota. One of the questions we got asked is how can we have a positive impact and encourage American Indian students? And I think, for the little kids, the kindergartners through maybe the 4th to 5th grade, just an act of kindness, asking how school is going, what their favorite class is, their subject, and just words of encouragement and why being in school is important. But for some of the older kids, maybe the middle high school, junior high and senior high, to be understanding that, we live in some challenging times. And for American Indian students that might not be at that level of maturity when making decisions for themselves, that they be conscientious of their decisions, and that decisions can sometimes have consequences. And so we want to share that and how to encourage an American Indian student, remind them that to be successful, whether you live in a tribal community, whether you live in a municipality in rural South Dakota, or whether you live in one of the bigger cities or towns, that you've got to have an education to be able to improve yourself and your standards of living. To get into the military, you've got to pass the ASVAB test. To get into college, you've got to take certain tests, and to encourage them that it is really important, to pay attention, to be in class, and let them know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of American Indians all across this nation, but specifically in South Dakota, that have gone on to be doctors, lawyers, electricians, plumbers, school teachers, bus drivers. All these jobs are essential in building your community. And where does that start? It starts with our kids. And so I want to say thank you to those that have asked the questions of what you would like to learn more of, or this particular question: how can we encourage Native American students to do well? So I think I gave you a little bit there, and you might need to tailor that depending on students and what school they might be going to. But I think that's a great way to encourage students, to let them know that math, reading, and science is absolutely important. Continue to learn your tribal culture and language, but having those core classes is going to give you the best foundation to excel in college, to excel in the military, and then eventually get out into the workforce and provide for your family. Thank you.